Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of A Safe Space for Men. I'm your host as usual. Before we get into it, please remember to rate, review, like, and subscribe to the podcast. I appreciate it. Really go and do it. I took a nice, long, much needed break from everything. From dropping episodes, just everything. I needed a break. I had a lot going on. I was super fucking busy. It was unplanned. It was just kind of like I had woke up one day and just like I don't know, my energy was real low. I wasn't feeling it. I had an episode mapped out, set the camera up, set the roadcaster, everything, laptop, whole thing, lights, and it was on a Monday. I think it was exactly like because today's Monday, so I think it was to the day like a month ago. I just remember it was a Monday. I was gonna record. It was just me and Jordan in the house, so it would have been easy. She was like watching TV, and I was just like, I don't have it today. I don't feel like doing it. I felt like I was forcing myself to record, and I just was like, let me just take a break. I was going to just not record that day. Then the next week came, and the next week came, and one thing led to another. I was, working a lot of hours at work, and just had a lot of stuff going on, which we'll get into. But the biggest thing was I was just feeling overwhelmed, with responsibility, and it's not to sound like I'm complaining. Matter of fact, before we get into anything, I just want to say, like, before everything, I understand and like how extremely blessed I am. I'm very blessed with everything that I have in my life, my kids, all the things. I'm thankful to have problems and all that. With that being said, it's just basically was like in the midst of trying to be a good dad while trying to work, while trying to enjoy fatherhood, while trying to date, while trying to take care of me and my mental health, and trying to find time for myself and all of that shit. Like it all just became too much, and I had to like just take a break from a couple things. My work schedule was like ridiculous, to say the least. And obviously, I actually can kind of work what I want to work, but I was just picking up shifts. Like they was calling. And I wasn't saying no because I'm not one to turn down money. And I brag about how easy my fucking job is. It's just about being up, available, and like woke. A quick rundown how my day was going. So my alarm would go off very much like tomorrow. Like my alarm would go off like 4:30, 4:45, somewhere in that area. I get myself up, get myself ready. It doesn't take me long to get washed, dressed, and all that. By like 5:15, 5:20ish, getting Jordan up, getting her, brush her teeth, get her washed up, and all that. By like 5:35, we're good. I feed her breakfast, and the plan every day is always to try to, get out the door by like 6 o'clock. No later than 6:10, because the daycare is right down the street. Considering I got to be to work at 7, so everything's like it's a tight window for everything. We really don't have any room to like be fucking up or to like be forgetting stuff or missing things. So I remember the first week was like a Thursday. I was taking her to daycare. I get there and like they're like really understaffed right now. I didn't even know it. Get there and the lady, she's there, the director's there, and she's like, normally we wouldn't take kids because I'm really not supposed to take kids on when there's only one teacher in the building. And I think she just saw my face. Like I really wasn't for it that morning because again, they've always been really good to Jordan, really good to me. But I'm super big on communication because if y'all understaffed, then y'all need to change your hours. Y'all need to communicate that to all the parents, all the working parents, because if we think y'all open at 6 and y'all not, that's a fucking problem. But she's like, no, I'll take her, this and that. She was, Jordan's not a problem. And kudos to her for like every day she takes it, whatever. I trust her. She's a good lady. She actually normally has her baby with her. She just had a baby, so like it's like I can relate. But just that day I wasn't for it. I wasn't like Jordan was staying regardless. I wasn't trying to hear shit. I had to be to work at 7. It was like, lady, like y'all, I would have called your motherfucking corporate offices. But yeah, so some days get to work at 7. I'm done working normally at 11, because I work like a split shift. then I would leave work, go get to the gym probably by 12, and by no later than 3 o'clock, 2:45, 3 o'clock, I'm picking Jordan up, getting her to the sitter, going back to work. I would work, some days I work like 4 to 12 or something like that. And that was like a routine for like a week. And then it switched off to something a little easier, like on the days where I'm able to have her picked up by my sister. My sister picks her up. Shout out to my sister. She picks her up on Thursdays and Fridays, which really helps out a lot. Even though Thursdays is normally my day off, so I kind of swap the work on, but that's neither here nor there. So my sister picks up Thursday and Fridays. Gabby normally does Wednesdays, which makes it, a little easier. But again, like it became like being at work like 12, 13 hours a day. And then I started to feel really bad because, like, I mean, honestly, I felt like shit for having to get my daughter up so early. And if it's a long day for me, it's a long day for her. Even with, like, her getting picked up from the sitter and brought home by her sister at a reasonable time, but it's still a really fucking long day to be getting my 4-year-old up at 5:15, 5:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna like alter my schedule again soon. I might just go to work at nights. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. School's getting out soon, so it's gonna be a little easier. I hope. But yeah, I just was like questioning shit. You always, as a dad, you're just like, am I doing a good job? Like, is what I'm doing right? And mentally, it was just like a mind fuck. And then also, cause like cause I remember I told you like early in the year, she was having like a lot of accidents and stuff like that. But we got that all cleared up. She was good. But then she reverted. Well, now she'll only have an accident. What I noticed is if like me getting her up that early when she takes a nap in preschool, she'll always wet herself while she sleep. And I just think that's because she's so tired. So again, like I felt bad because I don't want her to be having accidents. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's out of her control. It's really because she's a hard sleeper. Like she's dad, you got me up at 5 a.m. Taking a nap at 2. Taking a nap at 2 is probably like really going to sleep. And yeah, so I'm working on that stuff. And then like sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough with my kids because I'm so busy. And then even on my days off, I'm fucking cooked. Like I'm burnt out. I'm exhausted. Like, even if I work early on the weekends, I work going like 3 in the morning. I get in like around noon. They're getting up because they sleeping late, of course. But then like they're ready to do shit, and I'm just like, I need a nap because I'm fucking tired. And I don't know, I was feeling really bad about it. So I had just realized like, damn, it's been like 2 or 3 months since we really like went somewhere, like went out and did something together. So I just gotta get better with planning that. And then like really get a grasp on days off, because a day off never feels like a day off. Like I swear on everything, it seems like I wake up on a day off, take my daughter to school, and then like I blink and it's fucking 4:30, and it's like, what the fuck did I do with my day? And like it'd be something as simple as going to the gym and hitting the market, and it's like the day is gone. You know what I mean? I cherish the days where I can just sleep in, where I don't have to get up, go to work, don't gotta take a kid to school, and I could just sleep in. But my schedule doesn't allow for that, as far as like the parenting side and all that, you know what I'm saying? It was just all becoming like a lot. And just understand, like me knowing myself, I just like I had to check myself and have like a real conversation with myself, like, you know what? You gotta work on some stuff, you're struggling with some shit. And we're gonna get into like, that's more close probably to the end, what I decided to do. I had to stop like measuring my childhood against theirs, because it's easy to look at your kids and be like, well, I got all these things that I didn't have, and just vastly assume like it's better than my childhood. And it is, but it can't just like, our childhoods are never going to be the same. 2 different eras. I'm a 90s kid. They're, what is it, the 2020s and all that. Like, it's 30-year gap, you know what I'm saying? So I got to stop doing that. I've also been struggling with cutting people off. And I used to be the type of dude that you piss me off, I'll just be like you fucking dead to me. But as I'm getting older and like I'm developing like relationships with people and friendships and stuff like that, it's getting incredibly hard, especially someone you have like an attachment to. It doesn't always have to be a partner. It could just be somebody you're cool with. It could be a friend. It could be a relative. But I've always been an energy person. So I really don't like negative energy. So if you got like negative energy, I really do try to stay away from that. But yeah, I had to like kind of cut somebody off recently, and it just one day I'll go in full detail, and y'all can probably better understand why it's so hard. But it's just it's fucking hard to like for I guess that particular situation. Uh, I also but getting in control of my shit is like the main focus. Like everything that's going on with me, and by that it was just like, all right, let me really get serious about finding a therapist, which I did that because I was looking for one in the beginning of the year. I was looking for one around the time when I started the podcast, and then it just became something that I just didn't do. Like I didn't find one, and reached out, of course, to my primary, and he was dragging their feet, and like it just life got back in the way, and I was just back at work, working, grinding, being a dad, doing all that bullshit. So not bullshit, but yeah, and then you just forget, and then you back the problems that you were having, they like resurface, and it's like, hold up, I gotta like, in order for me, again, I said, in order for me to be like good to anybody, I gotta make sure I'm good, and that's really what I ended up doing. Just focusing on myself, locking in on myself, and again, getting my own shit in control, because I realized like I was isolating myself from people. And I'm really like a person that likes to be around people. Like I love people. I love my family. I like to go to events. I'm really not a stay in house that often type of person. I really like to go out and do stuff. I actually ran into my cousin like 2 weeks ago, like randomly at the airport. And like I was, when I see people I ain't seen in a while, I'm extra. I'll give you a big ass hug. I'm like cheesing and all that. She was passing through. She was going back home. She was here for a conference. But yeah, it was like weird. I was like in line getting lunch. I think I was getting some pizza or something. And I felt like this girl staring at me on my right side. And I'm just like, oh shit, like, who is this? And I look and it was my cousin. Oh damn, give her like the biggest hug in the world. But yeah, I like went dark on social media. I went dark, period. Like I really wasn't, I was barely responding to texts and DMs and other than the people that I feel like are in my circle or in my space, like that are like solid individuals, and of course my kids. But yeah, everything was just a lot. And I even noticed like I was getting invited to stuff. I just didn't have energy to go. That was like the big thing because I'm such an outgoing person. Like people would text me like, I'm having this and that, and I'd be like, I don't really feel like it. And again, just knowing myself and knowing my body and knowing my personality, I'm like, just identifying like, yeah, like what's going. I'm not my normal self. And then thank you to everybody that was reaching out. People was reaching out like, yo, like, what's going on? Or I haven't seen you online, or I haven't heard from you. Like, are you good? And I communicated with them, and I really do. I really do appreciate y'all. Like that was really, because people they don't have to do that, but I feel like I think I tweeted it. Like the people that check on you when you disappear, like those are your people. Like seriously, like when people notice something is off with you, those are your people. The people that are in tune with you, those are your fucking people. So hold on to them, cherish them, keep them close. But yeah, back to how I was feeling. I was feeling extremely overwhelmed with just everything. Like it's stuff that I guess you deal with people, parents, and all that you deal with every day. But at times, like this shit really can just be too much when you're like handling everything. I just feel like I'm everything to everyone, but at times I feel like I have nobody to like lean on, and that's a real thing. Like I was recording over the weekend with Salisa and Kayla, and we was talking about like relationships and stuff. And I was like, yo, I don't have no emergency contact. Like I had told a story. I had wanted to get a surgery, and like I didn't have an emergency contact. Like there was not like, and if something happens to you, who do we call? And I had nobody, and I was like, I got to get my life together. Drinking my wine. That's some blackberry Stella Rosa. Outstanding. If you're a wine person, outstanding. But yeah, it's like everybody literally calls me for everything. Like everything. And I deliver, of course, but again, just back to, I gotta be able to deliver for me first. And then like in my house, I'm the cook, I'm the laundry person, I'm the bill payer, I'm the appointment taker to her, and so much more. Like I'm the only adult here. So it's just like, again, being, it's responsibilities that I got to do. Like, I signed up for it. I chose to have children. I chose to be a father, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But without sounding like I'm shading anybody, it's that there are things that I feel like I shouldn't have to do, uh, that I do, and we'll leave it at that. Which kind of leads me to my funny story. So Friday, I walk in the door and I got all this mail. I got all this mail from the courthouse, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking like maybe, cause I know I got one court date coming up in, I think August or something like that. So I'm thinking like maybe it's the notification for that. Open this shit up. Got some child support papers and some custody papers for my 16-year-old, who I just got sole custody of last year. It was always 50-50, but now I went to sole. So I immediately picked the phone up. I texted Gab. Gab, you get a minute? Give me a call, because she was in class. It was like noon, 12:30, somewhere around that. She calls me. Hey Gab, like, everything cool with us? We good? Like, we got no issues. Everything's good, Dad. All right, yeah, cause now that they at their age, I talk to my kids like I have very real conversations. I give them this everything, whatever's going on. This is what's happening. So I told her, I'm reading the paper story. Yeah, what's all this about? So the child support papers were for a decrease in what she pays, the little bit that she does pay. It's like barely $100 a month, and she actually hasn't paid it since like, I think like November, which I don't really care about the money. It's more about the principle. But fuck it. I didn't understand why I was getting these documents for custody. That was more what I was focused on, like from a person who is like completely inactive with this particular child. So it's, I mean, it's just me wasting my time having to go to court, which is fucking frustrating because I got to take off work. I got to, what if it's late in the day, I got to situate Jordan. It's just, it really inconveniences my day. But, and I really don't come after everything like I could. I could get way more money than what I was getting, but I really didn't care about it. That wasn't even a reason why I had filed to begin with. But yeah, it's fucking weird. And we talking about a person that quit her job so that she didn't have to pay child support. It's fucking disgusting. Child lives with me full time. Today I'm probably, it might seem like a vent session. I don't know. And the way that came about was, it was always like 50-50. Then once Gab went to high school, Gab decided she wanted to, be with her. I want to be with my dad. That's where I want to be at. A conversation that was told to me, and it was like through Jordan's mom, was basically Gab was just like, well, every time I ask for something at my mom's house, she tell me to ask my dad. I'm gonna just go live with my dad, because if he is the provider, then okay, I might as well be over there. And I feel like, I genuinely feel like, and you always hear me say, like, a 2 out of my 3, like, it's always 2 of them mad for some weird ass reason. Like right now, literally 2 out of the 3 are on some shit, and the other one is just chill, and it's gonna rotate. It must be that Mercury retrograde shit y'all be talking about. I don't fucking know, but people need to leave me the fuck alone. But yeah, and like everything came, like there was a situation last year around Mother's Day where, this is why I filed. I don't know if I shared this with y'all. She goes over there to spend time with her on Mother's Day weekend. She goes on a Friday. Now, ahead of time, Gab let her know, like, I don't want to go to your church. I don't want to go to church. I have no interest in going to church. I just want to come spend time with you on Mother's Day. All right, cool. I'm at work on a Sunday morning. I get a text message. Your daughter's being disrespectful, this, and that. And I'm like, because I see the word disrespectful. What's going on? I told her to get up and get ready for church. In this house, we go to church. Well, I don't make her go to church here. 1, 2, she doesn't live with you. And 3, she lets you know before she stepped foot in your house that she had no intention of going to church with you. So, things escalated and all that. And the end of it was her telling Gab to get the fuck out of her house. And thank God I was at work, because you already know. You know how I move for my kids. So just thank God I was at work. My sister ended up going to get her, brought her back home. to my house, and I let Gab know that. I said, yeah, we gonna go get sole custody. We're not dealing with this anymore. And I always talk about it in the sense of we, because it's us. In our house, it's us. It's me, you, Jordan. It's us, and then it's everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, even like obviously I have children that don't live here, but it's always us and then everybody else, because we are the ones taking care of each other here. So we gotta protect and defend and be about our household first. Yeah, and I went, and of course I got it, because she didn't want me to tell the judge about that, and I still have all those messages. I still have all that proof. And when I go, whenever this court date is, if I gotta show it, I will. But it makes absolutely no sense, because by the time we go to, so from a legal standpoint, by the time we go to court, this child's gonna be 17. Literally, if the court dates are so spread out, I think this court date is like in July. If I didn't show up to that, they're going to issue another court date. That court date is going to be like 10 months out. It's going to be like April. So we're going to go to court, because that's where it's going to push out to. Because whatever they tell her, she's not going to like it. She's going to appeal it. We're going to have to go before a judge, because you don't see a judge immediately. You go see a moderator or whatever. Then you go to a judge. You don't see a judge for at least 10 months. So by the time we go see this judge, Gabby's going to be like 60 to 90 days away from her 18th birthday. Which at that point, there's really nothing to argue about. Even though you could stretch out support, if I wanted to, I could have her pay child support until Gabby finishes college. I think in the state of PA, I think you could do it until they're 22, as long as they're enrolled in an institution. I'm gonna double check it. You can double check it. But to me, I feel like this is just a way to, I don't know. I think this is just a person that doesn't understand the law and thinks that you can just go and get custody. And that's just not how it works. This doesn't make any sense. So I'll deal with it when I get there. But I just felt like I had to say that, because motherfuckers be acting like they the greatest God-fearing mother person in the world, and that just really ain't what it is. And I don't ever think I'm the greatest dad on earth. I've made my mistakes. I ain't perfect. I'm always been honest about that. I wasn't always the best dad, you know what I'm saying? Because I was learning. But we are damn near pushing 40 now. Fuck is we doing? Also, I don't want to be around any bad energy. I don't want to be around no gossipy people, or anybody that's been disrespectful towards me, or that's talking shit about me, point blank period, or talking shit about other people. I got relatives I don't want to go around, because when you get around them, they just want to gossip, and I'm just like, I ain't really on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on all positivity. Like, I really don't care who slept with who, or who did this, or who did that. I really don't, or who's whatever. Because frankly, I get along easily with everybody. And if we don't get along, and I say this with confidence, it's something that you did. Because I genuinely, I respect everybody, and I easily get along with everybody, family, relatives, people, all of that. So when I'm just like, I don't want to be around you, like, obviously there's a reason. So, all in all, man, for real, what's been keeping me level is whenever I feel like I just, like, today I ain't got it, or I just be like, you know what, like, God is putting me in this position, and chose me to deal with these challenges, chose me to deal with these problems, because it's shaping me for something bigger in the future. And when I tell myself that, it kind of like brings me back. I can like refocus and re-energize. But I really believe that. Like, that's just what it is. If the shit was easy, like, then I wouldn't be getting ready for nothing. I got two. Well, I guess you could say I got two big announcements. To me, one is big and the other one isn't. The other one is just like an announcement. So the first one I think is a big announcement. I've officially started therapy. Well, my first session is tomorrow. I've messaged with my therapist back and forth. Actually today, I got matched with a therapist yesterday. Shout out to Shakira again. That girl is a gem. I'm always extra Joe, but she really is. She was actually one of the people that checked on me, along with I can't name everybody because we'd be here for a minute. But yeah, I got matched with somebody, and she was the one that referred me to BetterHelp. And at first, so she told me about it months ago, and of course first of all, y'all know I'm cheap. I don't like to spend money. I wasn't trying to pay for it, so I was trying to go through my insurance and my primary and everything, and they just was dragging their feet. Jefferson literally I reached out to them back in February when I went to the doctors. Told them like, hey, I'm looking for a therapist. Da, 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 da. Are we gonna send you a list? Never sent it. So I reached out to them again last week, like, hey, I never got anything. And then they messaged me back today, like, oh, we're sorry. We thought we sent it to you, but we didn't. And it's just like, motherfucker, like y'all dragging your feet. I was already on the fence about them, like thinking about changing to a different primary, particularly Nemours, because I went down there a while back when I took Jordan's to a specialist, and they were just like, it just felt like such a different place. Like they were so nice and loving and caring. And I think I'm gonna switch to there. I'll figure it out. That's not really on the top of my list of things to do right now, but yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. This wine is really good. So yeah, they reached. Oh yeah, we're gonna send you a list. Da, 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 but I was already over. I already paid for it and everything. And again, because that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to pay for therapy, but I paid for it. It's gonna be worth every penny. So because again, this is about bettering myself and getting things under control. And the best thing you can do is identify you got a problem, something going on. Again, it doesn't mean you're crazy or nothing like that. You just like, yo, there's a lot going on. You need to sit down and talk to a professional and figure some shit out. But yeah, I got something scheduled with him tomorrow at 11:30 in the mornings, right after work. I got out of work at 11, so we'll hopefully get to talk and figure some stuff out. Also, the second thing is I'm moving. So, Safe Space for Men, my show, I'm moving it to the Big Exclusive Network. If y'all not familiar, Ant Money, Ant Rockmore, I'm always on his show. His show is ran through their network on Thursdays at 7 p.m. So right now, it looks like my show will run on Wednesdays. My live shows will run on Wednesdays at 7. I'm planning only to do one live show a month. I'm much more comfortable recording, and then because sometimes I gotta make a lot of edits. Sometimes I gotta go back and re-record, and if I feel like I missed something, and I don't know, I just don't want to do live all the time. So I'm gonna do one live show a month. I'll let them know that, and that's gonna start May 8th, I believe. May 8th is when that'll be my debut episode with them. And then the audio is still gonna release on Tuesdays. Everything is still released on Tuesdays. Just when I do the live show, it's gonna release on a different date. So I'll make sure I keep y'all posted about that on the page. Keep y'all informed. So yeah, that's like the big thing that's going on, I guess. I wasn't like, I'm super, don't get me wrong, I'm super fucking excited about it. Like I got all these ideas. Like once I start something new, I think that's something else I needed. Like new things really, like they excite me. Anything new. Like I really be like, so like at the minute I got the phone with them, like I start writing shit down. I got all these ideas, guest ideas. Real quick though, to my listeners that reached out about episodes, thank you. I'm sorry I went missing, but I'm back. So again, like the last time I went to record, I really felt like I was forcing it, so I just didn't want to give y'all that. I feel like that content, like you could tell if I was sitting here and I really didn't want to be doing it. So I wasn't like, y'all deserve better than that. But I have been recording. I absolutely have been recording. I literally have right now, with this episode, I have 4 episodes ready to go. So like I could literally not record for another month, but I'm gonna keep recording so that I can just stay ahead, and I'm gonna keep dropping episodes. I got more guests planned out for May. So I'm really excited about that. I think I got some really dope ass guests coming on. Some new faces, a lot of new faces, along with the regulars, but I got a lot of new faces coming on. What else I got for y'all? So I did record over the weekend. I recorded with, let's go back. I got an episode with Aaron. Aaron came back on. That was a really good conversation. I'm not sure when I'm gonna drop that because we recorded that over a month ago. But the stuff we talked about is not outdated. I'll figure out when I drop it. When it drops, you'll see it. I recorded with Ant and Big Exclusive, who is from the Big Exclusive Network. That's Shannon. I recorded with them about 3 weeks ago. And then this past weekend, I had Kayla and Talisa back on. And it was actually Kayla that reached out. She was like, hey, like she just texted the group like, hey, when are we recording again? I was just like, when are y'all free? You know what I mean? And what I could say, definitely, I love sitting down with people because honestly, when I have guests on, it really is a therapy session. It really is, because before and after, before we start recording, we sitting down, we talking, having a good time, talking about life, catching up on shit. Then we record, and then afterwards, we still busting it up, and we're still talking about things. And it's, I don't know, I just feel like these are my folks, these are my people. Like this whole podcast space, like everybody that I'm meeting everybody's like laser focused, but also pretty fucking normal. You know what I mean? Like you can have a conversation with them. Like nobody is like compete. Again, I think I said it, but nobody's competing. Everybody is just like all about like uplifting everybody. But the conversation I had with Kayla and Talisa, like we had a fucking time on Saturday. I can't even hold you. I told them like it was much needed. We absolutely needed to sit down and just have a conversation. In general, it didn't even have to be recorded, but we all are going through different things and experiencing shit, and it's good to have, people, friends you could talk to. That's super fucking important. And to all the people that that I'm able to talk to and share the stuff that I'm going through with, like directly, whether it's through a DM or a text, I appreciate y'all. I really do. I think I feel like I don't say that enough, and I probably say thank you to people. But I mean, just I don't know, just giving y'all your flowers. And that was one of the things that just kept me grounded, was recording with people. Like before I even like they walked in the door, I would be feeling like low on energy, and then the minute we just sit down and start rapping, it was just like I'll wake up and it's just it's been good. So I can't wait to drop those episodes. I really can't. I'm looking forward to it. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I really want to have more episodes with guests. I think I'm going to try to go away from like maybe my solo episodes will be like once a month, and then I'll try to have like 3 episodes a month where there's guests along with the live episodes. So I'm gonna figure it out, because I got a list of people that I got to schedule out, that I've been reaching out to. I just haven't set any dates, but I have been busy. I have been working. I didn't go away from the podcast. I just didn't drop any content. But that was also because I wasn't on social media. I really wasn't. Just got back on social media like a week ago, maybe 5 days ago. But I literally just deleted the apps off. I was like, and because social media was burning me out too. Like, you just log in and you just keep seeing the same negative bullshit. I just delete, remove from home screen, and that was it. I would log in and check check my DMs and stuff like that, because some people decided to communicate with me. But I didn't even respond to everybody. The people I respond to is who I respond to, and they know who they are. But that's all I got for y'all today. I don't have no plugs. Well, I do. I got it sitting in front of me. Talisa's Liquid by Lucy skincare. She has soap. She has body butter. She has face mask. She has chapstick. You can get that. I'll put it. It's Liquid by Lucy skincare. Literally on Instagram. You literally type that word and it's gonna pop right up. As always, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. I genuinely, truly appreciate y'all. And until next week, peace.